Well, I guess Happy New Year to everyone. It is a brand new year. First day of January of 2026. And yeah, let's make this year a better year. Right now, I'm going to be going over and doing some snow blowing. Then coming back, that's over by my daughter-in-law and son's house. I'm going to come back here, do the same here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do after that. A little install of something. Give me a few seconds and I'll flip this around and I'll be talking about that. Well, I plan on installing a Mr. Heater buddy heater in my trap shack, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I don't know if I'm gonna reconfigure everything right here and mount it here. I don't want it right here because I really don't want to bump into it. I don't want to put it over here. One option is right in front of me. I could mount it right here somewhere. I am not sure. I need to, since the space I have in here is kind of limited. Well, it is limited and small. I got to figure out how I want to keep things efficient as far as handling, reaching, turning, where I can have tools here, tools there, and still have a spot for this heater right here. I believe I put everything right here as far as my supplies, clothespins, spacers for my racks, and some extra pins and blades. And this is, well, these are blades, but actually I think I'm going to mount it right here because there's an outlet right there. I think I'll keep it this high, and that way it's not too close to the ceiling. Otherwise it's going to be I don't know, too warm, I think, up there. But I'll show you what this heater is all about. I just looked it over the other day a little bit. It has a remote right there, Bluetooth. There's a thermostat on it as well, infrared heating element, touch screen control panel, 3 heat setting, adjustable thermostat with 12-hour timer. Well, that's cool. Remote, like I said, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. That 1500 watt, I don't, and 12 volt. I'm not real. I know nothing about watts and volts, so I'm going to keep this heater at a minimum, probably like 60 degrees. I'm not going to use it a whole lot in here, except for when it gets cold and when I'm putting up my furs. Like in early November, it was still fairly warm out, and I just kind of used my light bulbs, my 200 watt light bulbs. I had 2 of them, one burned out. But anyways, instead of going through light bulbs all the time, a friend of mine said I could get this from him, buy it from him. So enough of me rambling. I'm going to figure out what I need to do. I'm going to install it and show you what I came up with. Well, here's the moment of truth, I guess. Just trying to figure out where put the there we go. And now what I'm going to do is also, I put a spacer right here for this thing to put the screws on to mount it, because this pegboard is not very structural. So I took a spacer, ran it from one stud to the other stud, and then put the screws, the mounting screws into here, and now I'll have to add another one underneath next to the on the bottom brackets. So stick with me and I'll be right back and we'll hook this contraption up together, or give it the old 1-2. Well, okay, I got it mounted, stripped out this screw under here, so I'll probably have to figure out how to get that out of there, but I am going to, I should probably get batteries for this thing. I don't know if there's I should look, see if there's a touch screen on here or not. Where did I put the remote? Probably no battery in here. Let's plug it in anyways, see what happens. Something beeped, I don't know what it was. Alright, it did come with a battery. There was just a slight little piece of plastic in here to break that bond between the electrical. But here's the settings, and the temperature and timer, and I'll have to read the directions on how this all works out. I'm not going to leave it at 77, that's a little bit too warm, but I'm going to just play with this a little bit here. It's got Wi-Fi. Oh, the light, okay. Then the temperature. This is slick. I'm going to set it at 60 degrees. It is about 34 degrees out here. It is out in my skinning shack, or I'm going to call it my trap shack. What else? I got to figure out how to do the thermostat to shut it off at a certain time. And I think I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, the Mr. Electric Buddy, Mr. Heater. Let's check this out. HH, Eco, Low, I think, High. That must be the thermostat. I'm guessing that's what it is. Like I said, I should probably read the directions, but this is going to be a lot nicer for heating this room up. It's going to be really nice in November and early December, or when it starts getting warm outside or cold outside. But I do have a fan in here as well to keep the airflow moving. This is nice. This is what would be really neat, is to have like a little wood stove in here also. Pipe it out a little bit, but that it's not a constant heat, obviously, and I don't know. The insurance company will probably have a fit if I had that. And what I need to do is I need to seal off the door a little bit better. There's a 1/4 inch 3/8 gap all the way around. I think I'm going to get some thin membrane rubber and tack it to the door and where it opens on the hinge side and the where I have the latch. So it's pretty nice in here. I will come back out in a little while, see if it shuts off, and see how warm it actually got in here. I'm thinking it's going to end up being pretty decently warm in here. I'll put that fan probably on the floor to circulate some of the cold from down below, to get that heat circulating across the room here. So this is pretty slick. All right, stick around. What I think I might do too is get some Velcro and Velcro this so it sits on here. not during. This is cool to the touch. That's some sweet stuff. All right, enough of me yip yapping. So yeah, it's gonna be nice in here. All right, be right back. Well, it's gonna take a while before this this room heats up. It heated up maybe a good 5, almost 10 degrees now. So it's gonna take a while, but I still have it set at 60, and this is gonna be, like I said, a better option for heating in here. And you made it this far on this little video here. Hope you give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below. And the next couple videos I'm going to have is me possibly selling my furs. I will be selling furs this coming Saturday, or I'm not sure when you're going to see this, but I will sell my furs on January 3rd, and I'll try to get some footage of that. And I'll discuss what I got for prices. And yeah, I want to cut some trees down in the backyard along on the corner of my garage right here. There's a willow tree, a pussy willow tree that I want to trim up some and cut down before the sap starts running. It's just January now, so I got a little bit to go before that happens. And I want to get out, do some rabbit hunting some more. Like I said, hope you made it this far. Check out some more of my videos. I will leave a playlist of something right about here. So like I said, subscribe, like, leave a comment. What do you think of that little buddy heater in there? And what gets you outdoors and enjoy the little things.